All right. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome once again. No, no, no. Come and see how it is in Dexter. Good. All right. All right. Can I be heard, please? All right. All right. Can I be heard, please? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. While we wait for others to join up tonight, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to yet another edition of our delectable Billions Corner Weekly, where we come together to gain insights, new knowledge, and refresh the ones that we know already on how to better become real estate salespeople, real estate consultants. I must commend each and every one of you that have judiciously followed this series from when we started it at the middle of this year up until now. I would like to commend each and every one of you for being part of our Billions Corner Weekly, which has proven to be quite helpful and educative to the several of you who have been following. There are so many testimonials from people who have been following us on this series, and the testimonials are actually very much visible on the sales that are being done by many of you. I'm particularly very much amazed at the speed at which many of you are already making sales in such a short period of time. And that means that what we are teaching here actually holds value. And that is the most important aspect of what we do. My joy and my satisfaction every day that I'm done teaching here is that there is result. That is my joy. And I believe that is also the joy of my team down here, because we put in a lot of work getting to produce these Billions Corner Weekly every Thursday, right? So once again, welcome to this week's edition of Billions Corner Weekly. Today we're going to be looking at some of the strategies that's going to help you end the year on a strong note. Yeah, it's going to help you end the year on a strong note, which is very much important. We barely have 3 weeks. The first week of December is almost gone, so we barely have 3 weeks or 2 weeks to go, because the last week of the year always proves to be very, very busy for many people. So, if you're looking at your calendar, what we in the business of sales actually have on our palms is 2 weeks to do business, rigorous business. So, tonight I'm going to be reminding us and supercharging our minds to be ready to make the most, to milk the most from the 2 weeks that is left of us for the year 2024. But before I go down that part, I would like to, congratulate many of us that have actually um, been in the business of real estate from January up until now. It is not an easy feat, honestly. It means that um, you've been able to claw yourself on a particular disposition for a whole year. It means that you have been able to learn a lot about this industry. You have become a better real estate consultant than many of the people who jumped in and jumped out this year. It means that you have positioned yourself in better to start 2025 on a strong footing, and that is actually kudos to you. Not many people who started this year doing real estate are actually still with us up until now, but you chose to stick around. You chose to toe the path of learning and implementation. You should pat yourself on the chest that you have actually done the noble this year, right? I believe that the knowledge you've acquired this year, they are not a waste. They are actually going to pay off 2025. And for some of you who actually began your real estate journey somewhere within the year and you have stuck around up until now, kudos to you also. 2025 is going to be a massive year for all of us. For some of us who have been in the industry for a longer period of time, I believe that 2024 has been a year of learning, a year of earning, very much important. I mean, you're much now wealthier as a person. You have increased your portfolio of both investors and your own investments, because the most important aspect of earning is what you're doing with your own money. You should be investing your own money also. So if you're here and you've been selling and you don't have a real estate investment to your name, it is a taboo. Before the year ends, try as much as possible to buy up a property in your name, be it land banking or actually livable property. But by all means, within your economic range at the moment, try as much as possible to get something for yourself in the real estate industry. It will be hypocrisy that you're preaching to people to buy real estate, whereas you yourself, you don't own anyone to your name. So it's important you prioritize owning one before the year runs out, right? So if you have been able to acquire real estate property for yourself this year, write on the comment section, I'm a king or I'm a queen. Just type I'm a king, I'm a queen. But if you have not bought for yourself already, um, make plans too. That is, if you have the money too. Or if you don't have the money, make 2025 that year where you are going to acquire a lot of, real estate for yourself. Once again, before I enter the training tonight, I would like to also remind us that the win rate is actually in our Christmas sales. I'll buttress that at the end of this training. That is to call your mind to it. So tonight we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic: ending 2024 strong, stronger and strongest. Very much important. And this strong I'm talking about is about the money, it's about the relationship, it's about your portfolio, right? It's not. We're not coming here to discuss anything outside these three, right? So, how do you even begin your journey of ending the year strong? First of all, you need to understand where you are at currently with your sales activities, right? So, I stated here that you need to understand that first of all that we are in our season. We are in our season, right? We in the real estate sales industry, we are currently in our season. We are in Christmas. This is the point where I've said this before in our previous trainings. This is where many people who can buy real estate, underline that word, many people who can buy real estate are in the mood to spend. They're in their mood to release their funds, because this is the time many people want to show that they made a lot of money in 2024. So you should understand that we are in our season of sales. We are in a season where people are willing to let go of their funds and acquire the properties we sell. So position your mind, make up your mind that you will be a conduit, you will be a middleman that will help them divert those their funds into viable properties, of course, the ones that Win Realty sells. Let me repeat it. You must position yourself to be a conduit or a middleman that will help them channel their funds into viable and profitable real estate project or investment that Win Realty sells. Hope that makes sense. So have that ideology sustained in your spirit and in your mind as we proceed on this training. So I've stated that number one, you need to understand in our seasons, and that Christmas is a point where many people are willing to let go of the funds. Make peace with that. Number two is this: you need to go and resurrect your old list. Many people will now, because we are in a season, so many people will now think that the people that they have been talking to since January up until now do not hold water any longer. They are not as important, because now there are new people that are coming into town. So I mean, you should just let go of your old list and focus on the new. No, don't even make that mistake. Your old list is your gold mine. Let me repeat, your old list is your gold mine now, because they have heard your voice before, because they know your name already, because they have had a relationship with you in the time past. So going back to them is not like you're beginning an entirely new conversation, or you're beginning an entirely new sales journey. No, you're actually starting off from where you left off. That is, if you actually have a very concise journaling of your past sales activities. This what I'm saying now is for people that have been judicious with taking down they have been journaling about their sales activity. They have been able to note down names of people they have met, the time, the dates they met them, and their feedback. So if you have such journal, intact, going back to your old list becomes a walk in the park. But if you have not been following or if you have not been implementing what I've been training on all year long, where I've been shouting on top of my voice that please get your journals. Write down the name of people you meet per day, their feedback, the time, the date. If you've not been doing that, then what I'm saying now might become difficult for you to implement. Honestly. So please resurrect your old list. Resurrect your old list. All those people that you have spoken to from January up until now, they are the first people that you should go back to and reestablish your relationship. Many of them will have your time now because they are entering their holiday mood. So many of people will have a lot of time on their hands. Many companies are going to give leaves. Many companies are going to give holidays. So this is the time you need to go back. Many of them, I believe, have been telling you from January that I will buy by Christmas, I'll buy by year end, I'll buy by. So go back to your list. Go back to your list. I know I'm shouting on this. Go back to your list. 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 And resurrect those conversations again. Resurrect them in their numbers before you begin to talk about new people, right? You can do both concurrently. You can do both side by side as we enter in deep into the season. That's number two. Number three is become an outsider. Many of you have chosen not to, we outside, concept. Many of you chose not to be not to be going out because of billing. No, this is not the time for you to shy away from going out. No, this is the time for you to become the chief outsider. What do I mean by that? You should know at least a reasonable amount of the parties and the events is going to be going around your city. Especially for us here in Port Harcourt, you should know the high value, parties, events that are going to be happening down here in our city, and make sure that you find yourself into such environments. That's one. So that is one way of becoming an outsider. Then when you find yourself in the outside, you now begin to implement everything we've been teaching all year. Number one is that you should make sure that you are the star of the red carpet. Dress fine, don't be shy, be confident, and make sure that you snap with as many people as possible on the red carpet. You see that man, that man with his pot belly looking fly, go and snap beside him, initiate a conversation and get going. Make sure you snap with as many people as possible on the red carpet and collect as many numbers as possible. Right? Don't go there telling them about did you sell real estate or not. Tell them who you are. Be friendly. Be out there to just for the relationship, for the relationship's sake. It's important you know that. So become an outsider this season. Leave your rooms. Leave your rooms. Become an outsider. Then a disclaimer: for security reasons, find a partner that you can be going this outside with. Partner that shares the same vision as you are, that is into the marketing, into the real estate sales field full time, that understand what you're doing, that will be helping your own ginger, that will be helping your own motivation. Not somebody who is entirely living a different kind of life and you are living a different kind of life. Believe you me, their low energy will drag you down. So it's important you tag along with somebody that have same high energy as you are, as you're becoming an outsider this season. Hope that makes sense. Become an outsider. So I talked about corporate events, red carpets, becoming red carpets, the house parties. Then number four, right? Visitations and appointments. I'm trying to be as practical as possible. I don't want to go with the whole English, speaking too much English. Visitations and appointments is very important. What do I mean by visitations? Good. Those clients that have bought from you, make sure that those of them they are based in this city or in this Port Harcourt. I'm using my city as an example. Make sure you call them and take a gift that bought from you this year or even last year. Take a gift in your hand, go to their offices or their houses and gift them. Now, you might be wondering, why should you? It's important that you do that. because many of them have not stopped buying properties. Many of them still are going to receive end of the year, extra pays. Many of them are going to are going to receive bonuses. Many of them are going to have excess cash on their hand and they don't even know where to, plow it in. So, seeing you physically, have a way of reminding them or redirecting their priorities towards you. That's one. Number two is that when they see you physically and come bearing gift, you can reignite new conversations that might even yield you referrals. That might yield you referrals. You might even meet some of them in the presence of their friends. So opt for visitation. There is nobody that you will call that you have a gift for them for this season that will say no, honestly. So I'm not telling you that you should go and go meet people that you want to sell to. Them. These are people that already bought from you. So if there are 4 people, 10 people, 20 people, try as much as possible. Struggle to get a gift for majority of them. If you cannot be able to buy for all of them, visitations, bearing gift, very very paramount this season. Very, very important. Let me repeat, visitations are paramount. They are important. Type in the comment section, I'm going to visit, I'm going to visit, I'm going to visit. Visit as many people as possible this season. It's important. We are in the season of sharing love. So anyhow you can, make sure you share this love to strategically, not just to everybody, because I believe we are not yet, many of you are not yet billionaires, so you are on budget. So try as much as possible to share this love strategically to those you know can help your life. Very important. Number two, this is a number 4. So I say visitations and appointments. The second part of it is appointments. Appointments. If you're into sales and you don't prioritize appointment, you're not into sales, especially selling a high ticket product like real estate. How can you even sell a high ticket product without appointment? Without the person that you want to sell, you want them to give you 10 million, 5 million, or 2 million of their money, not seeing your face or not knowing how you look like. How do you even want to close sales? So our CRO, our chief lead today, had to travel all the way from here to Obibo in River State here to go and meet the prospect that she has been talking to for a long period. And guess what? Something magical happened today. According to her, the client's interest spiked just by seeing her. People want to see that who they are talking to is a real human being, because now we are in the era of AI. Anything can happen. Somebody can go and curate 1 or 2 programs and unload it on the internet, and the thing will start talking to people. So there are so many reasons why you must book a physical appointment. Number one is that it helps you to develop, it gives the prospect more trust on you. The prospect seems to trust you more, right? The prospect seems to get more questions answered at the spot that they might not have the energy to ask over the phone. So there's so much advantage with appointments. And when you book appointment, you are 70 or 80% into the sales. So this person can now be more confident to come for inspection, and after inspection, the person have high probability of paying for that product. So prioritize visitations and appointments. Prioritize visitations and appointments. The last but not the least on our list tonight is this. Please, anywhere you are going to that has to do with your business, be taking pictures, be taking videos, be uploading. You're going to see a client, take videos, take pictures, tell stories about it, upload. A client is signing deed of conveyance, a client is signing contract of sale, a client is signing EOI, expression of interest form. Snap pictures, post. People want to see that you are actually in business. People love to know that the thing they want to put their money into is not only them that are going to take them. They want to be sure that some other people have taken the risks and it has not burnt them. And they can only know those stuff through what you post, through the videos and the pictures you post. That is how you can be able to, get their interest to rise in what you're selling, whether I like it or not. So be loud. That's what I'm trying to say in essence. Be the loudest in the room. Be the loudest in your space. Be the loudest on social media. There is no blueprint to how you can be loud. Just post everything. The ones you can sponsor, you have 10,000, 20,000. Sponsor, be loud. I don't want anybody following me or this under the tone of my voice all year round to enter 2025 playing very much, playing conservative, playing reserved when it comes to being loud. Me, I've decided to switch things up this month, and I'm going to even switch it more up higher. Yeah, so I want everybody following me under the tone of my voice to switch off up their own voices, switch up your own approach, because nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares. There is no too much about. There's no too small. There's only too small. There's no too much. There's only too small. There's no too much when it comes to being loud in your space, being the loudest in the room, being the loudest on social media, being the loudest everywhere. Let people know that this is who you are and this is what you said, because this is what is feeding you and feeding your family. So you must be loud, exceptionally loud. You're going for inspections. Don't wait for when the company is going to produce their unofficial pictures or videos. Take your phone. Many of you have smartphones that are underutilized. And I wonder why. You spent 400,000, 600,000, 200,000 to buy a smartphone. And what gave you that money to buy that smartphone? You don't want to exploit that smartphone to cover it, to talk about it. Then you're actually shooting yourself on the foot. So you must be the loudest. You must be very loud this season. People coming into the city needs to know that you are here and you are one of the best and you are one of the most trusted. People need to enter Port Harcourt and know that you are one of the needle movers when it comes to real estate sales in the city. And how can you do that? It's by you being so loud about it. Nobody's going to do the shouting for you. Nobody's going to do the publicity for you. You're going to do the publicity for yourself. So here at Winrity has their own official handled by the media team. Me, I have my own personal page that I'm running. I run it by myself now because I don't have the logistics currently to, but very soon I'm going to hire that. So I'm doing it. Why do you think you cannot do it? You should. You should. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw almost an 80-something-year-old man who has almost 1.4 million followers. What does he do? He shoots videos. He just does content around what he sells. Almost 80-something years. And you are barely 30, 25, and you think you don't have time. You have time, but you don't have proper priorities. You don't have great schedules. You don't have your days planned well. Nothing is pursuing you. Are not pursuing anything. You're just living your life. You are okay with the little you have on your bank account. No, you don't. If you are following me, you should know that I'm somebody who is not content with mediocrity. I'm not content with little. There is so much money on this planet, and I believe that you deserve more of it. You deserve, in fact, if not all of it, legitimately. You mustn't kill to make money. You mustn't kill. You mustn't do bad things to make money. You can only you can exert your energy. You can exert your mind and make the same money. You can, and it's by doing some of these things we've been teaching and preaching all year long. So tonight, I've been able to give you some of the key points that can help you end this year strong. Remember, the most important thing is the money entering your bank account. And it can only happen when you sell those products, those properties, when that person has transferred the money into the bank account of the company and the company pays you commission. That's how chicken and that's how you make your money. So these strategies I've pointed out is what is going to help you close more deals. Remember, we are in our season of selling real estate. This is our season. It's dry season, it's holiday season. What else can you ask for? God has given it to you. So prime yourself and position yourself now. It's not tomorrow, it's now. This night, don't sleep. Create those content, post those content, send those messages, do those things you need. Prepare for tomorrow, tonight. How many clients are you going to call tomorrow? How many clients are you going to meet, book appointment with tomorrow? How many prospects are you going to visit? Where are the events you're going to visit? Right? What is your content strategy? What are those things you're going to post? Yes, very much important. Reinvent yourself. Like I said, there is no trophy for those who are conservatives. There's no trophy for those who are acting reserved. You don't act reserved when you're marketing. You just have to be out there in the faces of people. It's the most seen, the most hard that wins in the world of sales. let me repeat, the most seen, the most hard, the wins. Let me repeat, it is not the best product that wins, the best marketed product that wins. So in this case, you are the product. The product you're selling is also the product. Honestly. I know of an accountant, she very popular. She doesn't do accounting any longer. She's now a speaker. So she makes some money from speaking engagement because she's been able to establish enough value on a social space that people now contract her for speaking engagement. So what pays her is the speaking engagement, not just sitting down in an office space. I'm not in any way trying to undermine accountants, beautiful people, but what I'm saying is this: you can create more value for yourself, you can productivize yourself, you can make yourself the in thing just by being out there, just by implementing yourself and applying your mind. Then I'll give a bonus. The bonus I'm going to give is learning. What you're doing tonight is learning, it's part of it. Prioritize it. That is what is going to inform the value of your words. How heavy your words are going to be when you're in those rooms, when you're in those parties, when you're in those visitations, when you're in those appointments, as a result of what you have already put into your head. That is what is going to inform the value or the weight of the words you're going to speak. So the bonus tonight is going to become a student again. Don't ever feel at a point that you have graduated in life. You cannot graduate in the school of life. You just keep learning. Just keep learning. That is the only way you can be able to maximize the other points I've already outlined. You must be a student, lifelong student. There is no end to learning. Every day, every time, everywhere you find yourself, learn and learn and learn. So I also would like to remind you, you must prospect, you must fill your funnels, you must fill your list with enough people. As you're meeting people, don't think at some point that you think you've met enough people. No, there's not enough. There's not like enough when it comes to sales. In real estate, you just have to keep talking to more people, filling your funnels, meet as many people as possible. Be passionate, be rigorous about it, right? Wear yourself out. Wear yourself out. Don't be scared of getting tired. Wear yourself out. Me staying up by this time to talk to you is not because it's the best feeling ever, but it's just because it is what I need to do to help you. Because I know that when you are helped, I'm helped. Yes, of course. I know when you're helped, my team is helped. For many of you that your downlines are watching tonight, you might be sleeping. Because I know that when they sell, you that is sleeping, you get 2%. I'm helping everyone. It's not easy, but I just have to do it. So please, make sure you position yourself to end the year strong. It's very important. This video, send this video to your downlines. In those your downlines groups, copy the link of this video at the end of this after this session is ended. Copy the link and paste in those groups. Let them go and watch it and listen to the little pointers I gave tonight. Are very practical. They're not there's not too much grammar around it. It's very practical things you must apply from now to the end of this year if you want to change your fortune, your financial fortune selling real estate. Honestly. Because I know some people are already primed them and position themselves to milk the season. They're already shouting on the top of their voices. They're already taking their market share. People are getting to know them more now. And they're priming, they're building their influence. So you just have to make sure you position yourself also, right? So thank you for joining us tonight for our Billions Corner Weekly. We'll be right here once again next week by 8 p.m. for more and more. From now to the end of the year, we're going to be doing only Billions Corner Weekly. Our roundtable sessions have been paused for now till next year. So our Thursday night is going to be rigorous from now to the end of the year. So prime yourself, go back and watch this video over and over again. Share this video to your friends, your downlines, any realtor you know, any salesperson in you to watch it over and over again for this season. It is important that they watch and learn and implement. And you also implement is very important. And also to bring to your notice that me personally, I'm giving out 50,000 free to anybody that sells our product. This is outside your 10% commission. So if you go through my page, you see that I've been able to be awarding several of our winner associates so far, and more is I'm going to even award more tomorrow and even over the weekend because so many people are selling our product. So sell our product and you get 50K free from me personally. It is my way of saying thank you for sticking around with the brand, the Win Realty brand, all year round. It is not easy, but you found us worthy to do business with, to partner us with. I'm trying to say personally, thank you for trusting the brand. In fact, what you saw in 2024 is a tip of the iceberg. 2025 is going to be massive. So I encourage you to show up more. You understand? chat the admin of our groups to educate you more about our products. If you're not yet a member of our Win Associates team, please drop your comment on under this video, and somebody will be right there to direct you on how to become part of the family. You gain access to great, products, to great mentorship, to great, community that has your interest at heart. Group of like-minded people that love themselves and they want to push themselves to greatness. So this is what you enjoy when you join our Win Associates, program. Very, very much important. Also for your clients, this season we are giving out cows, we are giving out deep freezers, we are giving out bags of rice, goats, chickens, hampers, smart TVs, iPhone 15 Pro Maxes. I mean, massive gifts on the table for your client when they buy into our products. It's already on the flyers. It will also be pushed into the group tonight for those of you who watched our roundtable session, or those that are going to be watching. So you go right there and look through the massive, massive, goodies we've put in place for your client. It's just to say thank you. It's not like it's comfortable, but it's just to say thank you. We're a sacrificial company. We can't, you understand, thank you enough. And I believe this is just a little piece of token to say thank you for the year for doing business with us. I believe next year is going to be bigger and larger. We have a lot in stock for you for 2025, and we say thank you. Thank you for choosing to do business with Win Realty. Myself and our management and every team, or every member of the team want to say thank you, and make sure you join this live session next week Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. And God will bless you. Keep selling real estate, and keep selling real estate the great way, the Win Realty way. Good night.